some people know it, is a competition that pits schools against each other. The students have to design and construct a three-wheeled recumbent trike to compete in two events. The first being a 6-hour challenge at Willowbank that's sponsored by RACQ. The second, a 24-hour race that's sponsored by Holden and run up at Maryborough. Through that challenge, the students design and construct their own recumbent trike, working with various materials, aerodynamics, gearing, etc. Then the students actually do their own training systems, nutrition, etc. to be able to compete against these events.
5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
What made you guys join Pedal Prix?
Well, we were looking for something new to do, and Pedal Prix just sounded like our kind of thing. It's a really team-based event, and it's lots of fun.
It's really good for fitness also.
Yeah, because we're pretty fat.
Making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up.
Springwood State High School started in 2006. It was probably through my own interest in the event from seeing it up at Maryborough. I put it out to students to see who would be interested. We had a number of students that came forward. From that we were able to design or get together a year 10 team, so a junior team, consisting at that stage of only boys. The school actually had a bike that they had competed in for approximately 10 years ago, so we used that bike and remodified it to improve. From that in 2007 we were able to introduce a second team into the event, which was actually our all-girls team. So that in 2007 we actually ran two teams. The girls team competed on the first original Springwood bike, while the boys team actually manufactured and constructed a brand new bike.
5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. They call them right.
We held a raffle, and we've had sausage sizzles at Bunnings, which were like really hot. And we also had a cycling challenge. There was a professional race, which was like 20 kilometers, and then there was a junior race.
So this is basically the layout of the latest bike that the senior girls team compete in. As you can see, it's a full chromolytic frame. They use a mesh seating, trying to gain comfort, etc. The students had to do a full redevelopment on their steering angles and principles to try and improve the steering systems. They worked on their gearing to just improve their power to weight ratio. And these bikes normally achieve on the downhill straights probably between 40 and 60 kilometres an hour, depending on who's in the bikes. Students work on braking systems, so this brake's actually front disc brake attached and then just a rear caliper brake. That gives them good stopping power, etc. They also work on the airflow principle, that when air gets inside the bike it needs to be able to be released from outside the bike. They came up with a system on the back here so that the air flows through and actually over the rider to cool them down and then flow directly out the back of the bike. They have to work on their steering stops, etc. so that they basically don't oversteer or understeer into corners so that they don't roll them over, which the girls team seem to have fun doing sometimes.
If you can read this, please turn me over.
When do you train? When are you supposed to train?
Before school.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Every 1 hour for an hour and a bit more than an hour.
So what do you do for training?
Well, we run and we swim.
And then we run some more.
And we do some riding.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5%.
To compete in the 24-hour challenge is quite a struggle for these students because they start at 12 o'clock on the Saturday and they go all the way through to the 12 o'clock on the Sunday.
How'd you survive 24 hours?
Lots of jelly beans and Powerade. Some Red Bull as well.
And sleep. Did you have trouble getting to sleep when you had to change shifts?
Yeah, because Matt won't stop snoring.
Did you just get much sleep?
Not really, like 2 hours tops.
Was the night fun?
It was. There was fireworks and bands and yeah, it was pretty fun.
And what about when the showers ran out of hot water? How was that for you?
Oh, I didn't get a shower. So
way. He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck.
For the event, the students actually camp at the school grounds, so usually there's around 100 schools involved, so the Maryborough State High School camping grounds actually get quite packed in. We get given a site there, so we get, on arrival we set up our tents. We then take the vehicles down and get them scrutineered. Usually it involves the actual students doing a lot of pre-prep work as we're finishing off the bikes because they've changed designs or done something that's different. Usually then we'll have dinner, and then it's a strict regime where the teachers actually kick them off and tell them to go straight to bed. That's usually a bit of a sort of something for the teachers to have a good laugh about, because the students try and find any excuse they can not to go to sleep because they want to sort of talk to other schools.
The night before, we were a bit silly, playing touch football with the other teams and staying up really late talking and knocking around.
Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a prick, he's a cock. The type women wanna be within rappers, hope he gets shot. 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe.
And what happened after the race?
We died. No, we were pretty sore and tired, but we were kind of hypo as well.
I believe the students we built some good friendship bases from students and other schools, etc.
If we participate this year, it'll be our 4th year competing at Maryborough and Willowbank, and we're hoping to hold on to our 3rd place streak every year.
Without even trying, how did they do This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated